Hello and welcome to another one of my live streams to anybody out there. I must apologize to anybody who likes to follow on D Live instead. They're getting sent the data, but they seem to not be doing anything with what they're receiving. So D Live seems to be not liking the stream at the moment. There's only limited what I can do with that. And in the meantime, it is Saturday the 15th, an odd Saturday. That makes this a game stream day. You don't skip game day, kind of like you don't skip leg day. I know it's tempting sometimes. But potato clock is up. The cats are nipped and napping. Nipped and napping. Should I rename you two? And everything is in place for what should be a pretty smooth game stream, fingers crossed, because we do have potato clock. And I'm pretty convinced that potato clock wouldn't be able to keep time even if it wasn't for all the internet time servers out there now. I also have my coffee, some Pepsi Zero, and some Voodoo Ranger, so I'm set up for just a little bit on the stream. One monster in the lap, one on the other chair. We're ready to get down. Hey Kyler, good to hear that you're feeling a little bit better today. Take you're still off work with the sick, or are you on a break now? Anyway, we're coming back in. The telltale factor on this is hello chat people, and will it forge hello, this is Kyle. See Kyle. He's in the chat right now. And Kyler. This could give monkey fits. Anyway, we're currently trying to catch up on our Civ V, and we do have a little bit of an issue because we are trying to get to the good Navy tech, because sea power and air power is what wins on this map, and I'm behind the curve, and I am still in a war with Ramses. So me not liking Ramses doesn't help much for that. Get a little bit of stuff going on there. Working on the tech tree, and let's just keep building up. I've got to start turning around the financial empire soon. I should see if the two main things right now, and I'm looking for in buildings, is produces money, produces happiness when possible, otherwise push the science and the production. Oh yeah, I've got this. I'm ready to culture bomb here, but I'm not ready to mess with France quite yet. Off work with the sick, test was negative, but whatever it is has been kicking your... Yeah. Some things will do that to you too, and it sucks being sick. But at least you know for certain it's not the coof. Could be one of the other big nasties out there, but you know you don't have the coof, so I mean that's a plus. You know. Now you gotta hope it's some other sickness with a 99.97% survival rate. Oops, did I say that? Oh yeah, that is official. Okay, so we're not gonna do anything with him yet. What do you mean refrigeration technology is required to do an offshore platform? What am I researching? Yeah, I'm researching electricity so I can do submarines and battleships. Darn it! So much to do, so little time. Fine, workboat gets the auto run. That, sir, is a hate fact. Well, I'm good at hate facts. I just hope that Susan WikiWiki doesn't turn on me over my hate facts. Nappy, we are not doing a open borders with Napoleon, and this right here is why. He has been mad with me ever since I took Montreal, which is my city, mind you. Despite the fact that he settled here when I was going to, and I'm still mad at Gandhi over this one too. Each in their turn, though, I have issues with. I have issues with Ramses right now. Oh, I just can't with this guy. Okay, we will see what friendship with Genghis brings us. I don't trust him as far as I can throw his horse, though. Alex is glad that I'm friendly with Genghis. It's a trap! What's this? Okay, well, if being friends with Genghis is going to cause problems with Liz, then I'm not going to keep that one up, because I actually like Liz. I probably shouldn't, but Liz is the one one of the ones I've been friendly with this whole game. Since I'm playing an Indian nation, I probably shouldn't be, but 'tis what it is. Yeah, let's make this better at Navy vessels, because we're not getting that one in anywhere close to a city. Go with the hospital for more food, because nothing there gives me gold, nothing there gives me happiness. Do you have any other hate facts out there, Kyler? I know I saw a really interesting discussion on people yelling that Trump should be funding the post office. Little tidbit out there: the post office doesn't get any tax money, and how they are, how they are run, as far as charged for postage. And stuff like that, which they have to make all of their money off of selling postage and renting P.O. boxes. That's all micromanaged by Congress. They can't control the costs of anything at the post office by themselves. That includes, oh, hey, the price of gas quadruples. Well, your postage stays the same. They can't surcharge for fuel. Gandhi, I don't care that you like Genghis. I don't trust the guy. We'll give it a try, but I don't trust the guy. Oh, dang it. Egypt. I hate Egypt right now. In the game. Susan, in the game. Yeah, he's not directly involved in the running of the post office. It's all the administrative side of it is through. It is through the executive branch, but it's like the postmaster general and stuff like that. But when it comes to them making money and such, that's all micromanaged by Congress. The post office is not allowed to operate like a business, and they have got this insane thing where they have to Basically, from the time that you're hired, yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. Arrows against a destroyer. Go down fighting. Yay, team. They got this thing where, and this, no other government agency, no other government organization, and no private business has this. The post office, basically, when they hire you on, they have to pre-fund your benefits and retirement from day one. They're required 75 years pre-funding on benefits and pensions, and that's mandated by Congress. The president's got no power on that. I'm sorry, Kyle. As a step back from the hate facts, let's see. But then, you get the whole thing. How the heck did this one become a political stream while I'm gaming a game with politics and diplomacy in it? Oh, hey, maybe that's it. Sorry, I didn't want to cough in your ear. So the whole Black Lives Matter thing, I kind of wonder, can any of them say that all Black Lives Matter? Kind of lead in there, but that's... There's this thing about Black lives. If you're in New York and Black, you're more likely to die to abortion than be born. The leading cause of death, the leading cause of non-disease related deaths in the Black community is Black on Black violence, things like that. Now, I'm not for them being killed by anybody if it can be avoided. So, they shouldn't be shot by police. They shouldn't be shot by each other. That is, unless they're giving no other choice in a self-defense situation. But I'm wondering how many in the BLM, how many supporting BLM would say all Black Lives Matter. Dang it, that's a hate facts again. Come on, give me a different topic. Give me something else to converse on while I'm getting my butt kicked here. Well, I did a little bit of damage before I get to run away. Well, I'm not going to get to run away. He's going to be sunk. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why I've got to push up the technology, because I've got to be able to match destroyers with destroyers and subs and battleship, or I am never going to win this war. I'll collapse on this game too. Which is odd, because I've got two others that I'm playing at this difficulty level with essentially these same settings, and I'm doing just fine, but I managed to squeeze myself into upper tech. How dare you? How dare you? Actually, Greta is not my favorite how dare you. She is my second favorite how dare you. My favorite was Piers Morgan when Ben Shapiro came on the show and called him out, basically saying he was standing on the graves of the kids of Sandy Hook to push his anti-gun agenda. Gandhi, es-tu brute? And so he called Piers out on that, and there goes my caravel. And Piers was like, how dare you? How absolutely dare you? I loved that. I have got to find that and put that in my soundboard. No, I don't have a soundboard. I've got SoundPad. Which, at least according to my Steam alerts, is the same software soundboard that Sinatra uses, which is where I found it. And then I was like, Oh, hey, Steam's got it on sale for like $1.13. I'll take it. How dare you? I've got to get to how dare you sounders though, because you never know when you need them. Everybody hates Liz right now. Maybe I picked the wrong friends. Caravel that is not gonna get me anywhere. Which one of these has got to give me happiness? Guess I'm gonna have to settle for money. Money, 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 money. There's some happiness. Everybody loves the circus except for PETA. And at least 1 out of 5 of those is because they think elephant ears are cruelty to animals. So, Kyler, with this slow recovery, do you think you'll be streaming tomorrow, or you think you'll still be down? Or is that up in the air? Stewie Griffin saying, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Yeah, I am gonna end up having to like really stack out a sound pad with sounders, but right now, just for the game streaming, I've got a couple of things that don't really matter, but I've got the desk bell and I've got the car crash, so if anyone starts talking about Will Wheaton, we can go with that. Shut up, Wesley. Barbarians, turns. And I don't have a lot of stuff out here yet. We're gonna keep you an alert. If you feel like this tomorrow, probably not. Sorry to hear that. Mind you, the voice in the back of my head is nagging me to do more on the dragon. So if you end up not streaming it for my time tomorrow, I might, depending on how I'm feeling, snipe your time slot tomorrow if you're not taking it. But if you get up and are up to streaming, then of course I won't do that. And I got a ways to go on that dragon, and I've got another project lined up behind it. So you're better, but not that much better. Sorry to hear that. So start penciling things into my calendar. Gowanda has grown. What happened to Gowanda? I don't have Wakanda and I don't have Rwanda, but I've got Gowanda. I wish I had Wakanda right about now. Some of that tech would be useful. Stuff is still producing so slowly. I spent too much time. Everybody likes that I'm friendly with Mongolia, but I don't like Mongolia. Yeah, I was down here hoping to pick up some iron. Only down here because Ramses went and got snippy with me. He's the one that started the war. But he got into the higher tech. All I can do now is text chat. I'm sorry to hear that. You, my friend, need to take it easy and get better. So since they ruled out the coof, do the doctors have any ideas as to what it might be? Or did they just say, he's sick, test him for coof?
Is it a fire? Well,
we have electricity. We have electricity! Step right into that battleship. I have enough oil for serious battleship brigade. And really, when you got the island archipelago, the best strategy is just to beat down the defenses with battleships and bombers. Because both of them can rest outside the range of anything but artillery and just blast away. And then send in your troops for the capture. Which I was trying to do down here, but then Egypt did enough of a tech jump to turn that around on me and just took out all of my caravels. And I'm like, okay, I need the big guns. Collar's out there scribbling on a piece of paper, SOS, to fax to his doctor. Come on. Choose production. What are we gonna pick? Oh, state pays for it if you have the right symptoms. Part of me is tempted to look into that. I mean, let's see what the state testing here is. I'm certain I don't have it, or else I had it before it became a big local scare because that whole hate fact, the sickness stuff I had going on last November, December, which was totally news to me, and is of the same nature as the coof. One way or another, it was a coronavirus. Just don't know if it was a novel 19. But I'm pretty sure I don't have it right now, or else I've got the least symptomatic case of it in history. But with my allergies and everything, I can certainly fake it. Allergies, eat the wrong thing for that extra congestion, and if you don't get much better soon, you are going to need to talk to a doctor just to make sure, because there's a lot of other stuff out there that is far less friendly to your health than the coof. Some of those just don't catch quite as easily. Another workboat. Send out the fleet. Send out the fleet. Bring out your dead. Here's one. I'm not dead. I actually had a sound clip of that long before I ever even saw the movie. It is amazing how many of those sound bites play out well, even without the visuals to go along with it. Okay, Monty, let's be friends and work together. Don't think that means I'm gonna let you traipse all over my land. Coincidentally, that particular movie is the source of the only line that I can consistently, deliberately say with an accent other than the one that is native to me. And we're talking about, that's no ordinary rabbit. I used to have more. Say I had more, but now I'm kind of scrambled in, and as soon as these guys finish building, I'm gonna have to make more troops. What happens when you get dragged into and Ramses, we are not doing this. You started this. I did not do anything. I'm not going to give you all of my cities, all of my resources, all of my money, and peace. You're not getting everything but my capital for peace. At that point, I may as well just retire. 'Tis a Vorpal bunny, yes! Snick a snack. Snick a snick, snick a snack. Good evening, Mr. Dax, and welcome aboard. Today's one of the game streams. We don't skip game day here. Kind of like you don't skip leg day. Got Kyler in the chat too. I did see This Is Kyle earlier. I don't know if he just hopped in to say hi or if he's actually lurking out there. I understand being a master of the lurk brigade. I do that a lot myself. Lurk, lurk, lurk. We're trying to recover from getting too involved in our war with Egypt earlier, and trying to get the technology to the point where I've got battleships, destroyers, and subs to go back and kick the Egypt's butt. And hopefully keep France from deciding that they want to get in on the fight before that. While I'm doing this, I have to step up the production of troops and everything and figure out the rest of the diplomatic nightmare that this game can sometimes be. Oh yes, and I'd mentioned earlier that I'd gotten Blue stepped up to the plate and replaced my Blue Yeti that broke as my just desserts for taking part in a Jack Gunsky stream, which I've been invited on for this upcoming Tuesday, so that is currently my plan. They did replace the microphone on warranty, and I've got it on a nice microphone boom with a shock mount now, and everything running pretty smoothly there. I had a couple of issues because they didn't send me any information on returning the broken microphone, and they accidentally sent me 2 microphones to replace my one broken one. We got that all taken care of, all resolved, and they apologized for any incontinence, which has me a little concerned about opening the box, to be honest with you. If we're apologizing for any incontinence, I don't know what they're trying to give me. Blue Yeti sent me Montezuma's Revenge. No, seriously, their customer service was great. About the only down part of the whole thing was the warranty process was slow. But I'm back to my essentially studio quality microphone and a almost studio quality setup, which means that if my sound sucks, I just sadly means I just suck. What can I say? Kick out some riflemen and then end the turn. I need some troops for taking cities and land defense, and then I need this technology to finish so I can start kicking out heavy naval units, because give me 3 to 4 battleships. Askia, yeah, we'll say we're friendly with you right now. Just a few battleships, and I can come down here and I can take these 2 cities. No problem. And then maybe I'll come up... oh, I'm away from Egypt. Then maybe I'll come up here and take a few too. Would love to be walking in Memphis. There's Germany, who is mostly relegated to his space there. Gonna have a few of these turns that are just zipping through the units quickly while I browse what I can do. Technology to finish fermentation and distillation. Yeah, those are definitely good technologies to have. Wine and beer are musts, aren't they? I do not know why I've got hooked on Voodoo Ranger, but I really like it now. If you don't like your beers with that citrusy taste, aftertaste finish on it, step away from it definitely. I didn't the first time I had it. Actually, I didn't the first 2 times I had it. And second time I had it, I didn't realize it was Voodoo Ranger, and I didn't realize that it was one of those that had the citrus to it. But I bought a 6-pack and said, you know what, I will finish it out anyway, because it's not my favorite, but it's beer. And I kind of got hooked. Dang it, Voodoo Ranger, and it's not even a super expensive one either. Yeah, like our beers and vodkas. Yeah, I got vodka in the cupboard too. Soaks are a reliable source of income. Not sure if 5 has soaks. Banks are a good, reliable source of income, though. As are markets. As is capturing cities. Go and capture a city and take some money. I do tend to do the capture and set up puppets because it's less unhappiness, although I don't get to control as much. At least while their livers hold up. Yeah. I've got the liver for it too. I mean, about the only problems I got with my liver is it's a little fatty, and that's because I'm a fatty. Other than that, I deal with alcohol really well as a rule. And I do like it. Now everybody is declaring on Elizabeth. I'd like Ramses to declare on Elizabeth because it'd distract him from me. It's like everybody but Ramses is going after Elizabeth. I do have open borders with Songhai. I forgot that. Let's see. Getting close to that battleship. A good drinking song is an Irish drinking song from Da Vinci's Notebook. If you've never heard that one, it is quite good. Now everybody's died, so until our tears have dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then we're drinking once again. Elizabeth has the milkshakes. All the boys are rushing to her yard. For sure. For sure. Let's see. Did that ding? There we go. Say the sounders apparently don't like sounding right in the middle of it, thinking about what we're doing this turn. Which is good to know. Gonna wait on ships until we can kick out some better ones. We're gonna do a harbor so we can tie up with the rest of the empire. Yeah, I could see Elizabeth doing the "My milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard." As I'm playing, I think it's Hiawatha, and it's like, I'm sure, babe, and here, check out these abs. My character's chiseled a lot better, so he's got a lot better physique than me. And those chiseled abs and everything. Mongolia has denounced Egypt, but he won't attack him. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times about Genghis. I just can't with that guy. Some of these cities need to grow more because I need to expand out my sphere of influence in the world. I need 3 more units here. I need somebody here, somebody here, somebody here, and then I'm going to culture bomb and claim those tiles. And say, well, if Nappy gets mad, Nappy gets mad. You know, those open borders with Liz, so I can see some of the stuff going on with, in this case, Monty. Choose production. Oh, dang. Napoleon's in future era. I am so far behind. Theater for the happiness. Let's see. Temple for the happiness. Oh, the other thing that has to go with that fermentation and distillation, you got to have refrigeration too, at least if you want a cold beer. Cold beer, chilled wine, milkshake, not milkshake, mudslide ice cream, which I've made. And I'm talking full alcoholic. Take your ice cream custard, ice cream base, and mix in your Kahlua, Baileys, and vodka.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Power just searched for a second there. This is
Very
Kyle.
well.
That's not fun. Power issues are not a fun thing. That's one more reason why it's just want to win the lottery, retire from humanity. My ideal home setup, any of my ideal home setups have multiple independent power sources, so dependence on the grid is basically non-existent. I'd still be connected to the grid, but dependence on the grid is basically non-existent in my ideal design. Surging power is also bad because of, hey, electronics. Blow out light bulbs. All that not so fun stuff. Okay, you cannot stay there, so how close can I guess we're going to send you out as exploratory. Hit the beaches in Egyptian territory and see what it gives us. Stock exchange for money. Computer fine is good. Back a while back before a marriage, divorce, several moves, another marriage, and a house fire, I had my computers on multiple backup batteries that had line conditioning for stuff like that. No, I am not going to declare war with Gandhi in the middle of my current dispute with Egypt. Yeah, fry boards, little inconveniences like that. Yeah, that is. Although the thing that they don't tell you is brownouts can be just as bad for the tech as the power surges. Those little known details by comparison, which is why it's nice to have a, if you can afford it, a UPS with line conditioning built into it, because it'll keep the power curve smooth the way it's supposed to be, and if the power dips out for a second or kicks higher, it'll even that out for you too. Can do kind of the same thing to like your phones and stuff. I have a friend who asks, checks in and asks about surge protectors and surge strips and everything. They're good to have, and most surge protectors have a warranty to cover your electronics. But the thing that the fine print on that, basically your electronics have to be fried, and the surge protector has to be fried. If the surge protector just conveys the full power load and fries your computer and the surge protector's fine, most of them, their warranty for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to cover your equipment doesn't do squat. So if you're plugged into a surge protector and a power surge fries your computer, hope that it fries the surge protector too, because you're more likely to have everything covered that way. That or a good home insurance policy. Check with your agent to see if your insurance covers lightning strikes and things like that. That is the closest I get to insurance advice. Speak to an agent, and better to have insurance. For legal things, it's mostly speak to a lawyer and be prepared for legal stuff. I'm not a lawyer, but I do know some legal stuff. I don't give advice, generally speaking, but I do share information sometimes for entertainment and educational purposes. Still remember the night 3 maintenance guys blew out around 6K worth of boards on a robot cell? Wow. Just wow. No, Monty, we're not giving you open borders. We've been through that. The more you know. Well, I remember stories of power lines and things, and you can do like hand over hand on a high voltage line and be fine as long as you're not doing anything to ground it. But use something where you like cross the wires or ground to the towers or something, and you are shot. And so you see squirrels running along power lines just fine. You get that occasional case where a squirrel happens to hit the post or a grounding while hitting the wire at the same time, and you black out 14,000 homes, 2 hospitals, and 1 squirrel. And Mata would be so mad about that. Oh, getting into the other side of the hate facts. Any of you been following that Sargon of Akkad and Aquila Hughes, Aquila Obviously thing going on? It was been beautiful, and then, you know, to watch her melt down on Twitter afterwards, and it's like, girl, you're setting yourself up for worse.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Yeah, we'll let Liz keep open borders a little bit longer. I'm trying to be true to my friends, and Liz has been a friend from the beginning. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'll be your friend to the end. Maybe I should rethink that. Oh, those robot things in high school. My oldest daughter was in robotics with First, and there was a state competition locally. Ain't that the truth? This is Kyle. And so there was a competition, the state competition locally, and something shorted out or something in the robot, and the competition started, and the robot caught on fire. Only one of them still works with you. The one that the other 2 were teaching how to program. So 3 maintenance guys One of them being taught how to program and fried out the $6,000 in boards on a robot. Oh my word. That'll do it to you. Okay, so... Oh, mechanized infantry. We're gonna go for submarines, mechanized infantry, and then I'm gonna go back for whatever I need to do to get refrigeration. Oh wait, this is refrigeration. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Dax. Now here's the thing. She would probably have lost anyway. If she had kept it purely about copyright infringement, even if she'd kept her big mouth shut on everything else, she probably would have still lost. Not an absolute. And I'm not a judge. I could have good bench voice though. I really could. But I'm a bit too rational and even-minded to be a judge. So, but yeah, I mean, she probably would have lost, even if she had done the "I'm gonna keep my big mouth shut." But she didn't. And she should have seen the writing on the wall when the judge told her in the pre-hearing. It's like, yeah, this is, you can pursue your case, but this is fair use. This is allowed under copyright law. You pursue this, you're gonna lose. She still didn't get the hint. But then to make her entire legal case, proving the point by the nature of her complaint that even she saw it as transformative and commentary. Yeah, she didn't have a chance. Now, even if she hadn't gone out there saying, hey, I'm going to bankrupt Sargon, I don't care about his kids, he still could have gone for court costs. And he still had enough of the Fogarty factors. I think it's Fogarty factors. He had enough of those factors to still win even without that. But with her making it through her postings abundantly clear that the whole thing was to punish him for having the audacity to disagree with her and hold a different opinion and in any way criticize her, she, totally screwed on that. Now she's pushing for more. She's talking about a new lawyer, possibly an appeal. If she appeals this, she's going to lose. And if she loses on that appeal, especially after going after the judge to cancel the judge in her complaint, in her listing stuff on Twitter, she's going to owe him more legal fees. Yeah, the first thing a lawyer tells his client is to shut up and don't make things worse. I bet her first lawyer did. And I bet that is part of why, part of why he stepped away from the case. He's like, you can be bad enough that your lawyer can petition the court to basically to be allowed to abandon you. And they can't do that during a case without the court's permission. They can't just up and say, hey, I'm done, I'm walking away. But they can petition the court to say, this person needs another lawyer and this is why. And the fact that she made it, I mean, she talks about her lawyer making a bad case. she gave the lawyer a bad case. Any competent lawyer would want to be away from her, and I'm sure her new lawyer's probably beating his head or her head against a brick wall by now. Yeah, she did make she made the awarding of attorney fees very easy for the judge. Now you got to give Sargon some credit for that too, and his lawyer, because they kept the legal fees very, very reasonable for the experience of the lawyers and their hours of work done. They didn't try to gouge her or anything. They didn't, just because Sargon was getting money to pay for it, they didn't play that up either. They're like, okay, we've got to do this. Go do that. Oh, hey, it took that time for this person. This is what we charge. 38 is cheap. And for the quality of service that they gave him, I mean, they're definitely undercharging on that. She's going to have to pay. And here's the thing with all of her complaints and everything, and she's getting money through YouTube. I'd have to look, but I'm guessing she's probably got patrons too at Patreon. And people are talking about, hey, she may not pay. If Carl wants to push it, she's not going to have a choice. Oh, Nappy! I am going to lose now because Napoleon has decided that with this buildup along my borders, he is going to go after attacking me, which means I am going to lose Montreal. And he has got as good or better tech than I do. We may have hit foregone conclusion on this game. Anyway, Aquila, obviously, or obliviously, as the case may be. Yeah, she made it very easy for them. She made, if she hadn't made it as easy, his legal fees might have been half again to twice as much. But she did make it very easy for them by comparison. But that's where it's so whether she pushes back or not, there's going to be this little factor of, if she decides that she doesn't want to pay for some absurd reason, I'm not going to pay. Carl places one filing with his lawyer. And all her sources of income get garnished. With the judgment against her and a filing with the court, he can force YouTube and, yes, Patreon to give him the money that she has earned, at least a portion of it, until his settlement is paid. He can also get an order to seize her assets, some of them, and auction them off. That's a beautiful thing when somebody gets so sad. Could you imagine her Karenish response then is like, yeah, you did this to yourself. Now the court has sent the police to your place to seize non-essential assets, to auction them off to pay your settlement. Courts will do that. It's actually Steve Leto's Law. He's got a series of videos about exactly that, because somebody that he brought suit against as an attorney, he brought suit against them and got a ruling against them, and that exact thing happened. Napoleon, you already started a war. I'm just claiming more territory. But so this other party, they lost the lawsuit and they refused to pay the settlement. And so they took the additional filing, and the state sent the police and seized assets to auction off at a police auction and pay off the settlement. And then years later, this guy files a lawsuit against Leto as the attorney who pushed for this, trying to get that property back and get damage. And it's like, you're gonna lose, it's a bad thing. But that's also I know Barnes is a good lawyer on the internet. I get a lot of legal information from Viva Fry and Steve Leto, though. The one I don't pay attention to is Legal Eagle, who lets his agenda and his viewpoint get in the way of his better judgment when he's coming up with opinions on stuff. But you learn interesting things from these stuff, and get that. That was where I learned the interesting detail on lawsuits and everything. When your lawyer files a case for you, civil charges, they are signing off that they have reviewed the case and believe it has merit. They're saying, yes, based on the law, I have reviewed the circumstances, and I believe that this case has merit and is worth pursuing. And you can find yourself as a lawyer in a bad situation if you take that on and then, oh hey, it isn't really something where you can in any way in good faith claim that you reviewed the case and had grounds. No, Mr. Dex, I don't want to see her ruined, but she definitely needs to face the consequences. Ideally, she's gonna pay up. It's not like she isn't getting the income. Sure, she wanted to loot Sargon and bankrupt him and everything, and she's greedy. But I don't think she's short for money. She's got a big enough following, I'm sure, to be able to afford it, even if she has to do it in some kind of a payment arrangement. But there needs to be that consequences for her actions. And if she does actually refuse to pay, then bam, hit her where it hurts. Technically speaking, on the garnishment, they can only take a certain amount, and it shouldn't be enough to make you homeless and starving. Practicality speaking, it doesn't always play like that. But technically it's supposed to be restricted, so maybe the payout is slow. But if she's getting $10,000 a month from YouTube and Patreon combined, they may be able to take 3, 4, 5K of that until Sargon is paid off, if she doesn't just pay it. But if she goes and pursues trying to appeal this, she's going to lose again, and the only result of that is going to be slapped down with more legal fees. And she is... It's... There is almost no chance of her coming out and turning any of this around or avoiding the legal fees. I give you a wrench and see what you do. This is what happens when Kyler sick moderates, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. Stuff happens. And there goes Montreal. He's going to take it this turn, I'm sure. Yeah, she can try and pull an Anita. She might even succeed. Now, I hate France. The one thing that she's going to have some issues with, though, is trying to keep crafting the victim narrative, because there's people that are, there's people that are going to call her out on it. I mean, heck, if I see her trying to pull a victim narrative as a fundraising thing, I might open up a video on my political channel, not to be confused with me in any way, shape, or form, or Will It Forge Studios, because, let's get real. She's pulling a crap show and trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes, and she thinks everything should go her way because she says so. Laws and words mean things, girl. She has the same problem as my ex had, is things should mean what I say they mean, not what they mean based on the definition in the dictionary or the intent when the law is written or anything like that. And sooner or later that comes back to bite people, if you're lucky. But she's got this situation. Sorry, too many people know what she's done. So she's not going to just she's not going to just get away scot-free with that and have nobody calling her out. Now, she may have enough of a following that ignores it. I mean, Anita does. She may even get support like the Young Turks get, paid money by places like YouTube and big news stuff to put out crap content. But she's not going to get a blindside on that. At the absolute minimum, you're going to have, well, from ones I've seen, not counting lawyers, you'll end up with Sargon, Count Dankula, and Baron calling her out, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Sinatra call her out as well. I mean, heck, even Monkey might make a video under those circumstances. He might not, Monkey being Monkey. I do need to get back to making videos, and friends like, that's right, you did used to make videos on that channel. Like, used to? You can't see it, but I got real tears now. Other things I need to get into is I need to get into practicing and learning the guitar again, now that my guitar has actually arrived. I talk about being broke. I am. I bought this guitar a little while back. I've just been waiting for it to come through as I play around with crowdsourcing and Indiegogo sometimes. And I ordered the really nice jam stick, and they upgraded it even from that. So I've got a guitar that does acoustic, electric, acoustic, electric, Bluetooth, and MIDI. Got to work out all the details on it, but I got to get to learning the guitar again, and then some of the music that I might play on some of my channels might be stuff that I've actually played. If I get really creative, I might even start doing some parody stuff. Bismarck's made peace with Ramses. Ramses, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. French destroyer near my home. That's right, I can make battleships now. I can start turning this around. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Lots of fingers crossed. Because if I can get the battleships with a sub or two, or a cruiser or two, or a destroyer or two to defend against subs, I can bring some serious firepower to bear in the equation and start taking cities back. No carrots, no peas, huh? Picky eater. I was never that picky of an eater. Yes, Kyler, you can upgrade existing units in Civ 5. You just have to have the specific resource needed for that update, as well as be along the right upgrade structure for it. And I'm going to have to check, because one of these might upgrade the right way for battleship. Problem is, I don't have the iron. That's where I took a beating on this one, and not having the iron to be able to do the upgrade for some of the stuff. And the other thing is needing the gold, and as you can see, I need 220 gold to upgrade an ironclad to a battleship, and I currently don't have it, which is where I'm trying to get monetary again. Choose production. And now our cities are going to be like Oprah. You get a battleship, and you get a battleship, and you get a battleship. Ah! I get enough oil for like a dozen of them, so that kind of naval power can turn things around in this game, even if you're behind the curve on the technology before. Yeah, there were some things I didn't like to eat as a kid. Some of those are because of texture. A couple of them are just because they made me feel kind of blah. But I had a lot of things that they tasted the worst form of nasty to me. Cantaloupe, eggplant, zucchini, most squashes, most melons, asparagus. Turns out I'm allergic to all of them. Yeah, that's one of those parents' tricks, dicing it really fine and adding it to the food and eating it anyway without complaints. That works on texture things. That works on when the concentrated taste is something you don't like. That wouldn't... Now you love onions. Yeah, that works too. The only thing I have ever had with melons, zucchini, asparagus, squash, any of those things that hasn't been I haven't been able to pick out the flavor in even the tiniest amounts was zucchini bread. But I shouldn't have zucchini bread because I'm allergic to zucchini. Go figure. Yeah, most things for kids, it is ooh, we're gonna damage a few destroyers. Well, one destroyer I'm gonna get sunk, I'm sure, but do some damage along the way. Landbound. You don't get a battleship, hoser. Money, 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 money. Stock exchange takes longer, gives me cash. Don't you start too, Napoleon. We are not going to play this game. I'm not going to give you everything for peace. You can have peace for peace's sake, or we'll keep fighting. I'd rather go down bloody and burning than just give in. Oh crap, he's got destroyers. Or subs. Oh, this is going to be messy. Yeah, my nephew has a thing with foods because of being the texture and his autism and everything. For my kids, it was very much a, hey, don't tell me you don't like something unless you've tried it. I'm not gonna make you eat something nasty. You are going to eat. You're going to, generally speaking, eat what's served at the table. But there's no saying you don't like it if you don't try it. Tell me, hey, I don't want to try this for some reason. Fine. But if you haven't tried it, there's no I don't like that. There's no yuck just because I don't want to try it. Yeah, those are yummy when prepared right and everything. Yeah. And you get into the... I can say the ones that are almost safe for me, spaghetti squash, limited amounts of butternut squash, I can take those in a little bit and be fine, and they don't taste absolutely horrid to me. So it's raw. It's raw apples for you, but cooked apples are fine. Cooked or processed. Yeah, that's something else entirely. Yeah, that's workable. There are some things that are materially changed in the process. Then you get the things that I can stand the taste of that I still shouldn't have. Table sugar, not fructose. Fructose. Well, I shouldn't have fructose much. The fruit sugars because of diabetes and everything. But your refined table sugar, I'm actually allergic to as well. Why couldn't I be allergic to something normal like peanut butter, peanuts, or... Well, I'm glad I'm not allergic to shellfish and seafood and the like, but... Come on, table sugar? Cantaloupe? Actually, you can't convince me that cantaloupe or zucchini taste good, so don't try. Unit needs an order. He's withdrawn his destroyers. Trying to remember because I know somebody who's allergic to something that's really common, but it's the same kind of thing. It's only raw. Juiced wouldn't work, but as long as it is thoroughly cooked, it's fine. And I'm like, okay. My allergies are still weirder though, so. Of course, now I'm feeling for you on that one, Mr. Dex, because apple slices with peanut butter is a really nice snack. And Ramses is offering peace treaty for peace treaty. We'll accept it. I don't trust him, but if I can have it only a one-way war with France, that is nice. Especially since I still have to do the technology catch-up. And Baby Panther has decided that the back of the other chair is not warm enough for her, so she went over and turned on the cable box and curled up to nap. Don't get too close to Persia. Everybody's trying to tell me how to run my country. And if I had started any place with iron, I would have been dominating the map by now. Other production. You also get a battleship. And skip away. So, Mr. Dax, now that you love onions, have you ever had a onion blossom? Or a bloomin' onion, or whatever they want to call it in the local restaurants? Yeah, being sick will do that to you, Kyler, and that's where, I get into the sick to my stomach, and if I hate throwing up, but if I throw up and everything, and stuff out of whack like that, and you treat it really gently for a while, and then no open borders for Egypt though. We'll do peace. We won't do open borders. I don't trust him. Say, and then when I think I'm over it, I'm gonna throw some of the hardest stuff I can at it to make sure that sticks. So you get that bacon jalapeno cheeseburger at Wendy's, or Culver's mushroom and Swiss, and throw on the spicy, throw on the grease, make sure it all all works out. I had an iron stomach when I was younger. Don't give me something I'm not allergic. So don't give me something I'm allergic to, and I could eat anything. Jalapenos, hey. Greasy burgers, hey. But yeah, when I'm sick, it's give it gentle and then hit it hard and make sure it still handles it okay. Yeah, like to eat apples, just can't remember liking the green sour ones. Yeah, I love sour stuff. I love Granny Smiths. I'll slice Granny Smiths and pull out a jar of peanut butter and a knife and just peanut butter on Granny Smith slices. That is an amazing snack. Can't do too much of it because it'll kick your sugars. In my circumstance, if you're diabetic, it'll kick your sugars into the stratosphere pretty quickly if you're not careful. But I'll occasionally have apples around and peanut butter, and apples with the pectin and everything can be filling with a minimal amount. But I have to make sure that I've shut them in a cupboard or something away from the cats, because Wazowski will attack the apples and bite into them. Haven't tried bloomin' onion, but have had onion halves that has been prepared in the oven. That sounds like it could be interesting. Of course, I'm one for roast garlic myself. That's the Italian talking. Oops. I forgot the battleship. Can I change? I can change. You get a battleship. Yeah, I could see doing that. Cut it in half. Do some olive oil and some spices. I could see that being very good. That you get with you're familiar with the onion boss and the bloomin' onion, right? Where the onion is sliced to petal out, battered and deep fried. Yeah, if all you can do right now is choke down some chicken noodle soup and some crackers, Kyler, you definitely don't want to be going above that. Dry toast, some rice. Plot twist, Kyler's got the Montezuma's revenge. In that the more you know category, if you have that amoebic dysentery, one of the foods that's going to soothe better for you is that classic chicken and rice. I don't know that from personal experience, but Mrs. Forge had to deal with that once along with the family she was staying with at the time. But yeah, to say keep it bland, keep it simple, get better, and then crank on something, get yourself better and then treat yourself to something that's got some flavor to it. Yeah, Mr. Dex, Kyler's been sick for the last week or two. They have at least ruled out the coof, but when you're feeling terrible and sick, ruling out something with a 99.97% survival rate only goes so far. So I haven't asked you all. This is now that I've got this microphone set up a little bit differently now, and I've got my microphone arm and the shock mount and everything's in place, and the boom and everything. How's my sound quality coming through? Is things sounding fine? Oh yeah, no appetite and everything tastes nasty. That is the worst when it comes to sickness. The yeah, everything tastes like crap. So either the tastes like crap or just doesn't taste, you know. Well, whatever it is, Kyler, make sure you eat enough to keep the body alive and functioning and work on healing. I know that sometimes there's just like no appeal to it, but you gotta fuel the engine a little bit. I refuse to acknowledge what happened in the toilet. Say I'm sure the feelings of the toilet are mutual on that one, Kyler. They tend to be mutual on that. Okay, we are getting, say, 6 turns to subs. That's a good point, Mr. Dax. Yeah, Kyler, make sure you get some of those. It's a ancient aliens. Yeah, see, ancient aliens who got Kyler sick. So yeah, consider some lactobacillus, and some of the probiotics and the like. I don't take them all the time, but I do actually keep some probiotics in my fridge just for that kind of thing. And now my ironclad's gonna sink. Oh, because it's a sub. This is gonna get interesting because I don't have subs yet. We're getting close. We're getting close. I'll be able to make a sub here as soon as this battleship is done. Glad to hear that it sounds good. I get picky about things like sound. At least I try to be. And you know, strictly professional amateur. But when I decided I was going to do this, when I was going to make videos and do streaming, I went out and I got a good microphone, and I have been expanding the boom, got the shock mount so it doesn't make as much noise from the desk and everything like that. I don't know where it came from. I didn't do it. That's your ancient aliens too. There's your proof right there, Kyler. Get the government involved in on that. They'll come in and they've already been. They've already neuralized you. It's like you don't know where it came from, but you didn't do it. they forgot to tell you that you did do it. Unit needs... Well, our units aren't getting any orders for a little bit. Oh, and there's the destroyer coming in close. I'm not picking a fight with Liz. Especially not when I'm fighting Napoleon. Yeah, we're not doing open borders, Gandhi, and maybe next time. Ask again, we'll think about it then. Yeah, but I figure I probably should have gotten into recording and streaming and stuff earlier than I did. I do know from experience that I do have a voice for radio. I've got that voice for radio and the face to match. There's a reason why I leave my avatars as the cat. Well, that and everybody's realized that I'm just Johnny Hellcat's alter ego, and, you know, put the glasses on when we transform kind of thing. Well, now I've got 2 of them that are going to let me build submarines the turn after I succeed on that. And I'm making gold. We are progressing. I still have to push for gold, push for happiness, push for battleships and submarines, because I got to have that sea power to turn the wars around. Come on, come on. It was a UFO, unknown fleshed object, not made on this earth, says Pentagon's source. Come on, keep the destroyer close. One more turn, we will sink that destroyer. We'll sink the caravel, too. So could that possibly be unidentified flushable object? Yeah, if I dox myself, I'll dox Johnny Hellcat too. At least that's the current belief, particularly on the Jack Gunsky streams. Either way, I've got no interest in doxing Johnny, so I'll keep my identity somewhat close to the vest. I don't know what everybody thinks they can do those absurdly demanding surrender terms for peace. It's like, no, I'll do peace for peace sake. If I'm winning, I'll do peace maybe with you compensating me some. But you know, even if I'm breaking even or losing, you want peace, you're not going to plunder me to get it. I might give you a luxury resource along with that. I might give you a little money even, depending on the circumstance, but I'm not going to give you everything. We're almost there. 2 more for this one to get the battleship. And in
and homeless near 1,000 homes.
Then I can start doing the submarine. I don't remember what I was going to do next down the technology tree. I better do this. I'm going to catch that up a little bit, and then I got to figure out where's my destroyers. There's my mechanized infantry, anti-tank gun. Ah, there it is. So I do have to clear these up to get destroyers too, so. Yeah, I'm not big on the idea of doxing anybody, so. I have doxed my cats. The names I've given, names and nicknames I've given on the air are actual names and nicknames they hear every single day. But good luck finding in the continental U.S. 2 black cats, one named Wazowski and one named Boo. Now that's a video I'm gonna have to check out later. Viva Fries is journalist Millie Weaver arrested. Probably an interesting vlog. All of his vlogs are pretty interesting. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going. Unit promotion. I'm going to set you up for naval combat and submarine. Let's see, once I get submarine and 2 or 3 battleships, I will convoy them back up here and start with retaking my city. And then I'll try and take the rest of the island. Might even take Nice along the way. Don't really care that Bismarck has, or that Florence has a new ally. Yeah, we're not built far enough there to push a submarine from there quite yet. No, I'm not fighting Persia right now. I got my hands full just with France. And the one background noise I can't avoid, the kicking into the air conditioner. Now with the foam cap on the microphone and the stereo, it not turned on the stereo, it's probably carrying through less of that, but we're still getting some of that sound, I'm sure. And I'm sorry, but I can't cook for the sake of the stream. Well, no, I can't be cooked for the sake of the stream. We're happy we like Gandhi. Nobody's happy that I've liked England. What about you? Where are we? Oh, 94 turns for those. Nope. Not getting there yet. We'll hit the harbor for tying it through to the rest of the empire, and then we'll be back to empire building, especially since I'm losing money again. As those military units, you start losing money with those. That's what I was concerned about, raising Montreal. I liked Montreal. I built that city with my own 2 hands, and I specifically did it because I wanted... go away, Genghis. I wanted Mount Fuji. And I had to fight them for that territory, because even though it was clear that I was going for settling this island, they ran in and pushed for it. The thing is, I don't think they've got stuff to take the whole island. If they do, I'll just take the whole island away from them. Because I'm not in the mood to... I'm not in the mood to accept friendly terms from Napoleon yet. I am more mad at Napoleon than I am at Ramses, and I'm annoyed at Ramses because he drew me into a war early, which definitely hurt me economically. But Napoleon, we're gonna make him pay. It might be a little extra effort, but we're gonna make him pay. Do this right. I will have 1 battleship, 2 battleships. Should be able to cluster 3 battleships and a sub in that area. Oh, take 2. Unit promotion. What got promoted? Battleship there. We're gonna give you against land units. Send you out. And we are going to keep pushing out some of these units. We can't upgrade yet. Not to mention the finances. No, not the train. You want the riflemen up there. Production is not where we need it yet. Start collecting my warships right here to send off. Yeah, Mongolians! Yeah, that's the thing with Genghis, is the whole Mongolian hordes, and yeah, I can't with that guy. He makes me think of the line from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where it's talking about the guy from the council being direct male line descendant from Genghis Khan, and this is the same kind of person. Like great grandpappy, like great grandson. I think I lost count of greats in there somewhere. But the key with the Mongolians is I want to keep them at arm's length plus. I can trust Genghis about as far as I can throw his horse, if that. So I'm going to be careful with him. With the barbarians, turns, what do we got? I can't upgrade you because money and resources. Things sailing in. Yeah, I think I'll be at least 3 battleships in a sub. I might be 4 battleships by the time everything gets up here. Then the question is, do I take Nice before I come up here and get revenge for Montreal, or do I just skip it and come back for Nice? And Nice isn't producing that much. And there's the Peppermint Patty Town. And Warwick, who knew that there was a town named after Davis, huh? Artillery. Still working to catch up on all my technology and the fact that certain resources I just don't have. That is one of the advantages to doing kind of the randomized mapping and everything, is you're not giving yourself a pushover gain necessarily, because you might end up in this situation like me where you have no iron, so certain upgrades are just out of reach for you, and you have to skip certain units like the frigate, and coming back to it and getting your butt kicked for a while because you can't fight on a level playing field. Of course, once I can bring a fleet of battleships and subs against him, I can more than level the playing field, and battleships can pick apart a city from range. My 3 favorite upgrades on battleships is increasing the potency of the attack, increasing the number of attacks, and increasing the range. You can sit like I've done the sitting 4 offshore and just pound a city into dust. Then you send in your troops and like, yeah, took over. I think I'm gonna skip Nice. I want to take Bayonne. If he raised Montreal, I want to claim Bayonne for my own. And while I usually like claiming cities, I might just take and when I claim Paris, I might just raise it. Or maybe raise Brest, rebuild Montreal, and claim Bordeaux. We'll figure it out. Well, the unit needs orders. That's what I get for paying attention. You're gonna stay, you're gonna stay, you're gonna stay. We're building a naval cluster right here. I probably should have given Askia open borders that time. Oh, Ranting Monkey is tweeting. What's this about? Oh, somebody's not able to download Monkey's videos for offline listening anymore. I don't count on YouTube creators for anything. Okay, now if you're on the Twitter machine and you got Old Grouchy Gamer, he has got the best picture right now. He's got tweeted at Ranting Monkey, got geared up and ready to go shopping. He's wearing a smiling monkey mask and a Ranting Monkey Stop Spreading Stupid t-shirt.
As soon as men decide.
And like, there is so much. It's like this, all of this. Getting close, getting close. Oh, and I did get copy claimed on last week's stream for exactly for the songs I expected. 1 Straight No Chaser and 3 Peter Hollins. It's kind of what happens this time. They said it's like can't be monetized, can't be streamed in certain countries. So of course I'm muting them for the widest dissemination. I don't think I've got a lot of people watching the streams after the fact, but there's a few people that notice later. We've been there before, Nappy. I am not doing the surrender everything to get peace. I'd rather flame out and burn hard. Really wish I had some bombers, but I can do this with battleships. I've done it before. I don't know what it is. There's something about cows that makes me laugh. Used to say when I was FedEx days, I had a lot of rural deliveries. And so, you see lots of animals when you do that. I talk to all the animals, talk to the dogs, talk to the cats. I talk to the cats in Spanish. I don't know why. Just that's the way it was for some reason. Talk to the sheep, talk to goats, talk to bears and turkeys and swans if they let you. talk to geese, but only if you can do a convincing accent. I couldn't talk to the cows. Cows always make me laugh. Maybe it's because that old internet sound file, the mad cow thing with the maybe it was that, I don't know. But is there some reason the cows make me laugh? Everything else, I can talk to anything. Any other animal I can talk to. So you get a submarine. Next construction will be another battleship. No, next one should definitely be get a kick out to the wealth, because I am losing money. I'm going to start losing units. Is Civ 6 like that too? If you're putting out too much more money than you're earning, units just start vanishing on you? I've even kicked up the priority for OBS and for Civ, and while the computer's got plenty of memory and plenty of processing power, we still have the potato clock in the background, and catching up on everything takes a moment. So I want to get over there and start pounding French cities into the ground, and I have to wait for this. Yeah, losing gold. I know I'm losing gold. Stock exchange. Yep. Need something that'll produce gold. Osaka is going to be too long on that battleship. So when the submarine comes around here, bring 3 battleships in the sub up here, have them joined by 2 riflemen, and we'll go and kick some French butt. Oh, I do have another battleship here in 2. We'll try and kick him around the north of the island. And 4 battleships will do serious damage to a city and the defenders. And with 4 battleships and a sub, I should be able to take out every sub and destroyer on the way. He thinks he never let it get that far first. Yeah, I end up, as I'm building and growing, and especially if I get in a fight, I end up running in the red quite a bit in this game. Okay. And next turn, the naval progression towards retaking land from the French proceeds. And France is going to be like, oh, there's Hiawatha. They're such damaged people. What the heck?
Es wäre in eurem Interesse, dass ihr dieses Angebot sorgfältig prüft.
You know what? We'll give Otto a chance. If he stabs me in the back, I'll claim his island. And everything moves up. And you get a stock exchange. I'm here to kick bateau and eat baguettes, and I'm all out of baguettes. What the heck? Oh, there it's back. Slight technical problems. I go to scroll up on the screen, all of a sudden it minimized Civ on me. I'm like, what? They're 12 away. What I'll do is I'll send this force up to take the land, and then I will keep this sub near my islands as a backup. You know, start protecting this territory a little bit and be ready to push out some more battleships and do a wave 2. But if I do this right, I should be able to just pound them into rubble. No, I don't trust Alexander. Especially if he's feeling great, I don't trust him. It's that subservience thing. I have to do after streaming, I have to, well, today or tomorrow, I have to put the pork shoulder in the slow cooker. I need to do something with the sushi rice and the sushi maker, but that may be next weekend. I give myself way too much to do, and I generally don't have the oomph and the energy to do even half of it. Well, I didn't realize Cape Town's been taking such a beating, or else I forgot. If somebody captures Cape Town, I'm going to have to capture it because I don't want anybody else on my island. Delete useless units. I probably can. Might be something to do too, but... And anything, I should admit it, anything that needs iron to update is going to be useless. If it slows me hemorrhaging gold, it's probably be a good thing to do too. So I guess next turn I will see Great Engineer. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yep, I can scuttle him. That actually helps me a lot on the gold front. Prairie production is city's current. Guess I want him over here then. For that city's next turn. There's Gandhi. Okay, that's looking a little better now. I still have to push the gold production buildings, but I'll be able to last a little bit longer. And with this force here, this island here will be mine. Have I had the title card up the whole time, or did I accidentally click over to it? Your answer may dictate whether or not I have to commit seppuku. I should be fine to let those outpace the troops. Now this is what he did to my Montreal. Le Mans is getting trashed. I'm gonna burn it to the ground and then some. Yeah, Bismarck, we have... You do have some battleships and a sub going through the area and some troops as well. I'm just going to take back my territory. Oh, I clicked over to it when the game minimized. Okay, well, that was an accident. And thanks for letting me know that. But that's one of those live TV glitches. I can cope with that. I don't like it, but I can cope with that. I didn't think I had that up from the beginning of the stream. Please tell me I didn't have that up from the beginning of the stream. And when you're going to have technology being technology, you're going to have things like that happen. I think it was yesterday that OBS wasn't working at all for P-Dog Night. And so he was doing a call-in show, which if I had known he was doing earlier, I'd have tried to get up earlier and get into it. Just for the heck of it. But sometimes you make do with what you make do with. Kind of like today I haven't had, well, at least last I checked, I haven't had D-Live going because D-Live wasn't working. Say that I should probably switch Windows over to see if D-Live is still down. Get the right screen. Yeah, D-Live is still saying I'm offline. It shouldn't. They're getting the feed. What I do is run the sub just a little bit ahead because it can detect the existence of the existence of enemy subs and destroyers, and I can keep things close for wanting to trounce them. This one's a little bit too close. He's going to get shelled by Nice. What the heck? Yeah, I'll give you spices. Keep begging. Oh. He killed my troops. That's why you don't let them stagger. We're going to... Oh. We're going to get rid of that pain that's killed my troops. Okay, so... Go on to... That's the one that we want back. We want our great merchant in Gowanda. Because he'll be able to kick this market around in no time. Figure since I'm here... We'll shell that city a couple of times and then we will not give up our entire civilization for peace with Nappy. Keep this up and Nappy's going to learn that naval combat can turn him into a wet Nappy. And I'm not settling for Nice. I'm not actually going to stop at Nice. I'm just trying to get everything clustered back together, and then I will come up to Bayonne. That one's almost done. That one's almost done. Okay. I figure since I'm right here, those artillery attacks are free experience. Sub over here, and then we're going to do... I don't think I need any of those buildings here. What's the Opera House? Nope. University? No. Workshop? No. Market, Coliseum, Library, and Barracks. So we're going to make some more riflemen here, because I'll need more riflemen for taking cities. But right now, while I'm working on advancing technology and building my existing cities, I can otherwise be very single-minded in my pursuit of revenge against Nappy. Yeah, I don't know if my scouts are still out there. They are. Arabian and German. Okay, I gotta keep my two goals in mind. Happiness and money. Happiness and money. I think the only thing I got for that this one right now is the stock exchange. Though I do need that library for one of those bigger structures. And 3 turns isn't much. I actually should pay exclusive attention right here, right now, because let's see what things are going to happen in there. Arabia saying, I'm out of here. Songhai with settlers. Why am I not wiping out the caravel? Because it's Greece. Blue on white instead of white on blue. I'm not at war with Greece, so I'm trying not to make that an issue. And here comes hurry production for more money. I'm gonna have to kill this whole cluster here, so rush in and attack, and then have my troops close for a quick and easy capture when I get to that. Oh, he brought a ship in there, but as long as I've got a longer range, I should be able to make him work for it. Please wait, please wait. Your call is important to us. Please hold while we reach the next available representative.
The introduction of SOPA.
Okay, I think that means I can research for destroyers. Or am I still one off? Still one off? Oh, I get replaceable parts first. Darn it! The ones that produce slowly are a pain. Let's see. Production all coastal cities. I don't have that many roads and railroads, but reduced maintenance is reduced maintenance. I should have roads soon to become railroads in any island where I have more than one city. Okay. Let's get to making this. Now, the one thing I don't get is why this Greek caravel is pushing himself in. And kind of putting himself in the middle of the whole equation doesn't help either of us out. But I gotta be careful because I don't want to be in a fight with Alex right now. I hear he's irate.
تعال دعنا نتاجر.
Refuse. Everybody's advancing faster than me, but they are less aggressive, less given to the end goal than I am. And I just can keep doing that. I'll do the 3 and 1 until the mechanized infantry is gone. Then I'll do the 4 right on Bayonne. And as soon as they can't defend themselves, in comes the infantry. Please wait, please wait. The only real concern that I have right here right now is whatever that ship is, and if he brings in aircraft. Aircraft could be troublesome. I also can't let myself get so distracted that I don't pay attention to the rest of the world. But right now, the big issue's right here. This island that is going to be mine. Battleship, which I will use this battleship. Which I'm giving preference against naval units. I use this battleship and this sub to ferry over, so I make a few more infantry units along the way. I'll use them as escorts to make sure I don't have a repeat of that one French caravel. I don't think we got anything for happiness and gold right now, so let's get that library for the big construct. And my hopes for today for the stream have turned out pretty well. I have not gotten to turn the war with Egypt around, except for the fact that I got Egypt to accept a peace for peace exchange, so I didn't have to come down here and start fighting for cities again. I do have the technological advancement to the point where my naval force can start fighting back on these things, and I can start taking cities back. And that's good, because as long as I hold up, I'm going to give another 30-40 minutes to taking this island before I give up for Lords of the Night. Sorry, moving the mic just a little bit, and I have it where I can recline back in my recliner and talk right at you while everything is going on. And this is what I need for nice, smooth streaming, other than, of course, to replace Cookie Pouch with something, or not Cookie Pouch. We're not replacing you, buddy. Excuse me. To replace a potato clock with something with a little more juice to it. I talk about replacing Cookie Pouch, he looks up at me. Yeah, if I was replacing you, I'd be replacing you with Sister, because she's nicer. And we are almost there. Start out, of course, with promoting all units that earn promotion, because, oh hey, increased combat strength. I love increased combat strength. We're going to go for one more rifleman, because if I do what I'm planning up here, I'm going to be taking 2 to 3 cities and raising 1, so a couple more infantry units are useful. Oh, he moved. So we'll bring four to bear on Bayonne, and then next time around I'll batter the French mobile Sams. I hurl a croissant at you. The French version of the mobile Scud launcher. England's turn. Oh no. Liz is doing her own thing over here, and that might be interesting. Go for the promotions right away, because that gives me the ability to unleash that enhanced firepower at the select units and or cities. Oh, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that free technology for mechanized infantry.
There's a basic principle.
So many people in the future era, I just entered modern. And how will I come out the other side of that? I will kick their butt in war. No, I'm not going to attack Liz unless she attacks me, at least not for now. Her milkshakes may bring all the boys to the yard, but in things like that, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay, I think one more round of volleys, and then I'll land my rifleman right here. Because we're getting close. Getting real close. Can wash that man right out of my hair. Oh, Edinburgh liked that I had a great scientist. So I get more influence. Oh, ouch. This could be interesting right there. Oops. Well, some of it's still going to be the same, because if I can actually take the city, and I'm not going to. Which means I have to kill more units. Darn. Sounds yeah, it looks like Liz is angling to put a knife in my back right here. Which is why I'm gonna take some of the infantry I'm making. I've got to send more after the French cities, but I gotta take one of these and another one that's being created. I gotta start lining my border with fortified soldiers. Okay. Now I do the I'm mad. And unless he wants to spend a lot of gold, I can kill units faster than he can make them. I don't think so, Nappy. I've been pounding your city into dust and killing your units on land and sea right and left. And you're telling me that you think I should give you stuff for peace? No. Because I can kill that, and pound that back down to 0 before my troops get here. Even if I start convoying them over the next turn the way I'm planning to. Okay, they're coming down. When this one is made, I'll send him down to here fortify both of those, it's not the best. But when I've only got 3 spots of land in the area, fortified troops at all of them. Oh, I need more because I don't have... Oh, I did not realize I don't have troops here. Oh, boy. If she goes for stabbing me in the back, that could be bad. Barracks, library, Coliseum, market. So we'll go with the university. How the heck did he survive that? One thing I tell you though is if Lizzie goes and stabs me in the back here, then even if I'm at peace with her at the time, next time everybody comes to me and says, "Let's attack Lizzie," I'll be like, "I'm in it." "803. I hate to rush this, but I do not want to finish this stream without taking back at least one city. Sorry. Bad, that's mild. Well, not having troops in your city is bad. Thankfully, she doesn't have a whole lot of stuff specifically down here. Yeah, don't care what Ramses has to say. No, I don't like you, Genghis. When I say good things about Genghis, everybody gets mad at me.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
You know what? I don't trust you right now, Liz. That was like the first time in this game I've said no to Liz as far as open borders. And I was like, I don't trust you. You're stacking up people on the border. I don't trust you. Okay. That said, I'm still going to be better off if I make the worker somewhere else and then bring it here. Coliseum for happiness. Take that, you French! Oh, we've almost got a sub there, in which case I can make another more troops, because I'm going to do is I'm going to have riflemen here, here, and here, all fortifying. And then if Liz decides she wants to attack, she'll have a little bit of resistance there. Alex doesn't like Songhai. Monty doesn't like Songhai. I'm like, can't we all just get along? Liz doesn't like Songhai. Next, they're going to tell me that Songhai doesn't like Songhai, in which case I'm going to be like, okay, it's war. Oh, French Foreign Legion. This could be interesting too. Okay, he can't get close enough for that. He can get close enough, though, to torpedo it. And this city's going to be ready to take when my riflemen get there. Oh, good. First people are there. Just people that shall have to pass to get to my city. Still have to think about the rest of the world while I'm doing this too. Oh, there's Greece. No open borders for Alex. No, losing grasp on Edinburgh. They're no longer as into me as they used to be. Start making some of the stuff that he's sending into the water suffer. And this is how I like to war on islands in an archipelago. It is blockade and bombard. Mind you, the next open city I get really needs to build artillery or something like that. That was one of the things I couldn't make siege units or anything because of no iron. Well, I think artillery can be done without iron. Because artillery is handy on clearing bigger islands. Mind you, blockade and bombard is still key tactic for this. There, next I'll get destroyers. And I'll send one sub back to escort the next rifleman. You can see he doesn't have nearly as much for defenses this time. That might still be enough to defeat my troops. Darn it. Well, I'm still gonna win, but we might be pushing not capturing on this stream. But he made a mistake putting some of these in the water where they've got no protection. Not that they can handle being bombarded by battleships either. That's where it takes time, because it's easier to... It's easier to, like, completely kill them off. At range with battleships, but... it is a time investment. One of these battleships should level up soon, though, and I think the next leveling up for most of them will give me 2 attacks, which is... then you're really cooking with gas for clearing the field. See, Liz is over here, too. There's her capital. But I work to make sure I have a foothold on this island. No, I'm not going to fight Liz right now unless she attacks me. No, I'm not going to attack Liz right now unless she attacks me. I feel like I'm talking to customers. Yeah, he's throwing gold around like a drunken pirate. Well, that's the thing, is it won't last forever. If he's spending gold to push those units out fast, which is about the only way he can keep up with the death rate, he is going to break himself. No, I'm not going to fight Liz unless she first attacks me. Not right now, at least. As if they didn't know I was in the middle of a fight with Nappy, and they're like, hey, how about fighting Liz? Liz, you really don't want to be building up forces on our border. You're gonna get attacked by a bunch of other people. We've got to get a level up anytime soon. That experience is almost there. Theater. We still got to push the happiness up. So he withdrew one, thinking maybe he doesn't want to be involved in that, which means he's also going to be repairing him. I know what I'm going to do about all those extra troops. I'm going to leave 3 here to bombard the SAM and the city. I'm going to take this battleship, and this sub, and I'm just going to loop around the island and kill everything I can, except for stuff that's in cities. Somebody else who wants me to go after Liz. And Montezuma's nuclear now. I'll get there too, but my research is just going slower. Okay, so this one... Well, we'll make the attacks more potent at least. Mechanized infantry is just coming so slowly. Mechanized infantry, that's coming a little faster. That one's coming slowly.
بكل ربي في قلم ثنا شوي لخ بقرب تقابله ايه
You know, Darius has been totally fine. So let's do this. If I can flip a virtual coin here. We'll say heads, we do open borders. Tails, we don't. If my virtual coin flipping app opens. Will, why are you doing it virtual? I don't have a coin in my hand. Well, I cheated. I told Siri to flip a coin, and Siri says it's tails this time, so we're refusing. Even Ramses is going after Liz. Can somebody get nappy after Liz, and then I have less to worry about from him? He got anything I need? You mean Darius? I don't know. He might have iron. Oh yeah, we've got aluminum revealed on the map now, but I don't know if I've got any in my territory. Artillery from Buffalo Creek. That's going to put him in range of Le Mans, but one shelling isn't going to be the death of him. Or that might be famous last words. Patience, patience. I will give you a chance, Nappy. Piece for piece. Yeah, I know Darius. I don't know if Darius has got anything. Try that again. Does Darius have anything that I need? Probably. And he's big and powerful. I mean, he's up there with Napoleon and Ramses, and I'm a little farther down the list. Let's see. It wouldn't hurt to get some resources from him, but it wouldn't be the end-all be-all either. Yeah, they're fortified there, but I'm not going to be attacking, so that's not a big deal. If I choose to attack, Reading is first, so I can take the Rock of Gibraltar. It's almost our turn again. Oh, who got a promotion? Increase the range. Heal outside. We're going to make ourselves a little more devastating to the land. And these three are just going to sit here and they're going to keep bombarding Bayonne or attacking any land units that pop up. Oh. But there's no subs and no destroyers, so let's start with battleship. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh. That might be a little interesting. You sunk my battleship. I know. Three. We're almost there. With 1 mechanized infantry, but I almost want 2 before I cross over again. But I want to have 1 to drop in Lake Simcoe. Uh-oh. I just saw a note about a French bomber. That might put the weasel in the hen yard. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Bombard. 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 Is any of these a destroyer? They are all battleships. That does mean I'm going to take another hit from the bomber, and I might even take a hit from the battleships. Being expensive French war, I just want to come out up front, on top. Uh-oh, what was... Oh. That was India. And that's what happens if you keep sending bombers against me. But if he's at war with India, he might have to really withdraw a lot of his military force, which could be really good for me. Now, rather than losing that battleship, what I'm going to do is he's going to withdraw to friendly territory for healing. And then the submarine is going to come out here for fighting. Uh-oh. Oh, those are still battleships. Okay. I don't like surprises like that. Meantime, my battleship will keep killing a few of the units as I move along. Keep building improvements, little man. Keep at it. How is he seeing the sub? He doesn't have a sub or a destroyer within range. Now he's made me mad, though. I think he's going to lose one more battleship for that. Maybe two. However many he has in range before I bring this one around the corner here, around the horn of this island. Although I should pause and kill this mechanized infantry. Yeah, that's where all those reinforcements came from. Now he's running out with them, and I'm betting that it may have to do with other conflict that he's got going on. Oops, I didn't want both of those going out there. But as he's pulling those troops out, I'm making him pay. Since my sub can one-shot a battleship, making him take a few more hits from the battleship. In the meantime, this one is going to keep working on let's keep working on killing around the island, and the other three are going to keep pounding the city down. Go with, I am going to take this island. Then I'm going to capture Bayonne. I'm going to capture Bordeaux. I'm going to raise Le Mans and rebuild Montreal. And I'm going to coin flip on Brest. Oh, we got a mobile SAM here. Well, I've got a couple of battleships to change his mind a little bit. Okay, so I'm not going to pull after the battleship there. I've sunk enough of his battleships with my sub. I'll withdraw to give myself scanning for destroyers and subs over here.
تعال دعنا نتاجر.
Not right now. Yes, we will keep it interesting by having some of our tactical decisions being based on flipping a coin. Things went well with open borders for Bismarck last time, and also it allows me to cut through closer to his properties over here as I'm coming around. So we'll keep causing pain and suffering on this island. And then we will come back and we will show kindness and gentleness to the citizens that were being oppressed by the French. He's got artillery, which means he can hit from farther away. And there's a destroyer. At least I think it was the artillery hitting from farther away. Either way, we're going to sink the destroyer. But I don't think we're going to do it tonight because it is 8:45, and 9 is when Lords of the Night hits. So as soon as it comes around to my turn again, I will be saving the stream game where it is. We know when we'll be coming back. We're going to be taking our island back from the French and teaching them a thing or two about raising cities because we're still pissed off about Montreal. And then next week should be another Will It Forge art stream. Now, since Kyler is not feeling well, if things work out tomorrow, I might do an art stream tomorrow too. We'll kind of have to see about that. Otherwise, I do have one for next weekend. We got Lords of the Night. Should be on Ranting Monkey's channel in about 15 minutes. News commentary, jokes, movies, video games, all that fun stuff. Yes, I do know the whole spiel for the opener. The best, worst birthday singing you've ever heard. You never know quite what else. And then currently I'm scheduled to be on Jack Gunsky's channel for Quippers United for next Tuesday night after Lords of the Night. We'll see how that goes, but that's the current plan. Anyone's better than the French.